Hello friends, welcome to my channel Maths and Stats Forum. My name is Zoipen Datta and today I am going to discuss about chi-square testing. Now many of you who are from statistics background or mathematics background or from MBA, you will be familiar with this chi-square testing. These are few of the areas of application of the chi-square test. There are total 6, I think 6 of course. I have made a mistake here. Total 6 areas, of which these two I have marked: this test of goodness of fit and the test of independence of attributes. These are the most common areas of application of chi-square test. There are other values, other things also where the chi-square test can be applied, like the to check the hypothetical value of the population variance, then to check the homogeneity of the independent estimates of the population variance, to combine various probabilities from the independent experiments and to give a single test of significance, and to test the homogeneity of independent estimates of the population correlation coefficient. Now friends, I will make the separate sessions of all these things one by one. In this session I am going to discuss about the testing of hypothetical value of the population variance. This one I have made two examples which will help you to understand how it works. Now let me switch to the example. Here, as you can see, that I have done this testing of hypothetical value of the population variance. Now we are given this question: it is believed that the precision of an instrument is not more than 0.16. Now the precision is usually measured by the variance, so it is a test of variance, it's clear. Now we are asked to write down the null hypothesis, an alternate hypothesis of the belief, and to carry out the test at 1% level of significance. We are given these 11 measurements. Here as you can see, this x is the number of given observations. I will explain the other columns also. See, the H0 is the null hypothesis, where we are written this one. H0 is a null hypothesis, we have written it as the precision of the variance is lesser than equal to 0.16. As we have given, the belief is it is not more than 0.16, and the alternative hypothesis will be just the opposite of that, that is the precision of the variance is greater than 0.16. Now we are given these 11 observations. We are given these 11 observations, as you can see here, and I have to process it. See, the observations are 2.5, 2.3, that is this whole column. I have found the mean of this. The mean value is 2.59, almost 2.5. I have done the average here. As you can see, I have used the formula. Now, I have subtracted the observation from. I have subtracted the mean from the observations, and I have got this value. As you can see, this formula here also, the means are subtracted from the observations. You can see that the formulas are varying. As you can see, as I go down, the cell numbers are varying here, but the values, the cell which contains the mean is still being constant. Here I have rounded that up to 2 places of decimal, and I am getting these values. Now I have squared these values are squared and written here, so you can see that the negative terms have been eliminated and all the terms have become positive because of squaring, and the values have also changed. Now to get the chi-square value, we have to use a simple formula. I have written here also. Just let me increase the size a little bit, you will be able to understand this one. This total plus variance. What is the total? Total is this value, the total of this whole column. Alright, this total of this whole column by the variance. Now how we get this? See, I have this chi-square value, I have divided this part, that is a total, by the given variance. What is the given variance? This 0.16. Alright, and I have got this value. Now we need to find out the degrees of freedom. The of freedom. Now what is this degree of freedom? We have 11 columns in this case. It will be n minus 1. What is the value of n? It is 11 minus 1. What is n? It is 12. Sorry, it's 11 Jan. It's taking the date. Actually, it will be 11 minus 1. So it's 10. So the value of 10, here is a chi-square. See here, 0.1% level of significance, degrees of freedom here, 10, and the value is this one, 23.21. So, and what we are getting here is 1.81. So we can say it is far below the level of significance. So the H0 is accepted, or the null hypothesis is accepted. So what we can say, the hypothesis, the null hypothesis is accepted. This is the result what we are getting. This is 11 minus 1. I'm sorry, it's taking the date. Just have to change the format here. Okay, 11 minus 1, n is a value, a number of observation is n, that is 11 minus 1, 10. So I hope you understand how I have got this value. I have got the value of the calculated chi-square and the observed chi-square. What is supposed to be here? The degrees of freedom is 10 and 1% level of significance, it is 23.21. So we are accepting the null hypothesis, that is the precision value is less than equal to 0.16. Now let me get to another example. It is written here, it is given that the test hypothesis of that the standard deviation is 10, given that s here, s is equal to 15 for a random sample of size n is equal to 50. We are given, see, I have written also what is s, what is n, I have told you before. So we are asked to find out what is the test about the standard deviation. So what will be the null hypothesis? So square root of chi-square is, sorry, it will be 2 into the calculated value of chi-square. This is 2 into this one. It will be 2 to 5. 15. See, 2 into 112.5. I'm sorry. I have to place an equals to sign here. 2 to 5. So square root of 2 to 5 is 15. Again, what is n? N is the total number of observations. So 2 into n is 2 into n is 2 into 500 minus 1, that is 99. Now what is will be the z value then? It will be this one minus this one. So what we are getting is 5.050126. Now since this z value is much greater than 3, this is greater than 3, so it is significant, and so we can say that the H0 is rejected, and we conclude that the standard deviation is not is equal to 10. Here what will be the conclusion then? H is rejected. Why? Because z value is much greater than 3, that is it will always be in the rejection region, so H0 is rejected. So I hope you like this video. If you have any suggestions, please you can comment in the comment box, and I will discuss the later sessions. Please if you have any doubt, you can please feel free to comment me in the comment section also. Thank you.